Hello children. Today we will start the new lesson, that is the variation. Okay. So to understand variation, this is the let's recall activity given to us here. So first of all we will understand it, and then we will start the main part of the variation. That is there are two types of variation. First of all, direct and the inverse variation. So that we will see afterwards. So first of all, what is given here? We will just read it. If the rate of notebook is 240 per dozen, one dozen means how many notebooks are there? 12 notebooks are there. Okay, and 12 notebooks cost is 240 rupees, right? 12 notebooks cost is 240 rupees, means each notebook cost is equal to how much? 20 rupees, right? So here, if there are three notebooks, if there are three notebooks, what is the cost of so first of all, here from this 12 notebooks cost, okay, we will find the cost of one notebook. So 240 divided by 12 equals to how much it is there? 12 to the 24 and the 0. So one notebook cost is 20. Once you got the cost of one notebook, you can easily find the cost of any notebooks. So what is the cost of such a three notebooks? 23 is 60. What is the cost of 9 notebooks? 29 is 180. Okay, what is the cost of 24 such notebooks? Its cost is 480, means 480. Okay, double the cost, number of notebooks, double the cost. Okay, in this way also you can solve. What is the cost of such a 50 notebooks? 52 is 5 2s are 10 and the 2 zeros. So the cost of such a 50 notebook is 1000 rupees. Okay, so here in this inside, in the above, you will notice that here the ratio of the numbers. Suppose here ratio in notebooks and here X and its cost. If we find its ratio, let us find the ratio 12 upon 240. So 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 240. Answer is 1 upon 20. Okay, now we will find this one ratio. So here 3 upon 60 equals to 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6 and the 0. Answer is 120. Now I will divide this. 50 upon 1000. So 50 ones are 50, 50 twos are 100 and 0. Answer is 120. So here in this inside you will notice that the ratio of number of notebooks to its cost is always same, that is 120. 120, not 1 upon 20. In this case inside, here the proportion is same. In such a cases, if one number is increased, means number of notebooks if we are increasing, if you see here, you will notice that if number of notebooks are increases, see here 12, 24 cost also increases. Number of notebook increases, its cost increases. Number of notebook decreases, its cost decreases. See here, 3 notebooks cost is 160 rupees. 60 rupees. One notebook cost is 20. This notebook we are decreasing, its cost decreases, and number of notebook if we are increasing, its cost is also increases. So here it is given that, see here, if one number increases, then other also increases in same proportion. Same proportion means here in this example, which was the proportion? 1 upon 20. So such a type of variations are called as a direct variation. Okay, in the statement X and Y are the same proportion, means 1 upon 20. We can be written as X and Y are in direct variation. So how we can write? We are using direct variation. X is one quantity increases, then other also increases, then X is directly proportional to the Y, and this is the sign of directly proportional. Directly proportional sign. Okay, so in this way we have to solve. So here if you want to remove this direct proportion sign, okay, so what we said that if one quantity increases, then other also increases, then we say that X is in direct proportion with the Y. This sign is called as a direct proportion. Clear? Now if I want to remove this direct proportion sign, So at that time what I have to do, I have to take take one of the constant, and then you to put here is equal to k is a constant, okay, and then afterwards y we have to write here as it is. So x is equal to ky. Now what is constants, how we are finding? So this y and k inside, which sign is there? Multiplication. If you give, okay, if you are not giving, then also the sign is multiplications is there. So y it will come here for the divide and is equal to k. Means when x upon y, the ratio of x upon y is constant, the variation is called as a direct variation. Direct variation. Direct variation. All of you understood? Okay. So what is given in our textbook we will see now. If x is in direct variation with the y, so that sign is called as alpha. You know that it is a Greek letter, but we are maths inside. This alpha we are using in science and all, but here we have to use refer as a direct variation sign. Variation. So x is in direct proportion with the y. It is written in the form of x is equal to ky. Just now I shown you that k we have to take a constant. K is a constant. So x is equal to ky and x upon y is equal to k. The equation direct variation, k is the constant of variation. So here it is the constant of variation. Observe the following statements and write using the symbol of variation. Area of circle is directly proportional to the square of its radius. So here area is denoted by letter A and radius R. So here written that area of circle means A, directly proportional means alpha sign that we have to give here, square of its radius, so radius square, here it is written, see. In this way statement we have to convert into the mathematical form, means A is directly proportional to the radius square. Okay, now the second example inside, pressure, that is the P, varies directly, meanings only the direct variation. Varies directly or direct variation. Sometimes they are telling to you direct proportion, direct variation, varies directly. These all words meaning is same. Okay. So whenever you are watching videos, such a type of statement if I say, just note down it, its meaning is same. The pressure of the liquid varies directly as the depth of the liquid, means D for depth of the liquid. So P is directly proportional or varies directly with the D. So that is the mathematical formula. In this way we have to write it. To construct a method of symbolic representation of direct variation, study the following example. See here, x varies directly with y. X varies directly. So right here you know that I taught you how to do this. X varies directly with y means x, this is a sign of direct variation. X is directly proportional to the y. Okay, then here x is equal to what they gave us, 5, and y is equal to given 30, and we have to find the constant of variation or the and equation of variation. So first of all constant means k we have to find that, then equation I will tell you how to do this. So x varies directly with y, so that we written here x varies directly with y. Okay, now I want to remove which sign, that is direct proportion sign. So for that what I will do, I will take here constant, so x is equal to ky, and then x upon y, this much also written, then also no problem. Otherwise here this is called as a equation of variation. This is called as k is a constant of variation. Here we have to write k is a constant of variation. And next step is x is equal to how much given? X is equal to 5 given and y is equals to 30 given. So we have to find the k. So x is equal to 5, k we have to find out, and y is equal to how much given? 30. So k is equals to, okay, I will write this side, 5 upon 30 equals to k. So 5 ones are 5, 5 6 are 30. So k is equals to 6. Now we got the answer of constant of variation. Understand all of you? Direct variation, just put the sign of direct variations, and then x, just take the constant, and here find the value of k by putting the values given in the question. Now one more thing they gave you, that is we have to find out the equation of variation. So how to find the equation of variation? It is also very easy. So first of all, what we have to do, this we have to take, see here. So therefore equation of variation, this is the equation of variation. Equation of variation is equals to x is equal to ky. K's value you have to put it here. So you can write x is equal to 6k, or the 6y, sorry, k's value we put it here. So x is equal to 6y, or x upon y is equals to 6 is the this. Sorry, 1 minute. Here it is given 1 upon 6. 1 upon 6. Not only 6. Here answer is 1 upon 6. So here why? See here, I will just remove some of the steps from this. You will understand whatever. So here 1 upon 6 we got it here. K is equals to what is the answer? 1 upon 6. Okay. And that 1 upon 6 we have to put in this equation. So x is equals to 1 upon 6y. And therefore 6x is equal to y. That is the equation. 6x is equal to y. This is the equation of variation. This is the first example. Okay, see here, it was solved here only. So this one is x is equal to ky, x is equal to ky, x is equal to 5, y is equal to 30. Find the value of k, and this value of k we have to put into equation of variation, that is x is equal to ky. You will get the required answer. Okay, by mistake I forgot to write 1 upon 6. Instead of that I written 6. That's why my question, that answer inside there was some confusion. Now question number 2. Cost of groundnut is direct proportion. They told you. So the cost of groundnut is directly proportional with its weight. Okay, you know that cost 1 kg's cost is not same like the cost of the 5 kgs. So cost number means its weight increases, its cost also increases. So the cost of groundnut is directly proportional to the weight. If the cost of 5 kg groundnut is 450, then what is the cost of 1 quintals of groundnut? 1 quintal means how much? That is 100 kg. You know it. And if not, you don't know, just understand it, because sometimes they are giving 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg, but sometimes if they are not giving, you must know this basic things. So first of all, in short, I will tell you how to solve the example, and then we will just discuss the steps which are given in our textbook. Okay, so the cost of groundnut, here I will solve. The cost of groundnut is, we have to take x. Okay, here we have to assume, let the cost of groundnut be x, and x rupees, be rupees x, and its weight be y kg, right? So let us, here they told you cost is directly proportional to the which its a weight. So x is directly proportional with the y. Same steps, x we have to remove this sign, so we have to take as a ky. Okay, now here in our example, if you see the cost of 5 kg is given, I note here on that page. So cost of means x is equals to, if x is equals to 5, x is equals to 450, because here cost is 450 rupees, 450. How many rupees? How many weight? What is the weight? Y is equal to 5. So put the values here and find the constant k's value. So x is equal to ky. X is equal to how much? 450 is equals to k. Y is equal to how much? 5. 5 will come here for the divide. So 450 upon 5 equals to k. 5 ones are 5, 5 nines are 45. So you will get it here. K is equals to how much? 90 rupees. Means it is the constant of variation. It is constant of variation. Okay. Now In our example inside, we have to find out the cost of 100 kg. So here y, if y is equal to 100, we have to find the x. We have to find out the x. So first of all, we have to write the equation of variation. So here that is important. Always you have to write the equation of variation. Whenever I will tell you, showing in the example, so equation of variation is equals to what? Here we have to put the value of k. So here x is equals to 90y. Now here we have to write, if x is equals, sorry, x not, y is equal to 100, means we have to find out the cost of 1 quintal. 100 kg, x is equals to, we have to find out. So x is equals to question mark. So just put your value, x is equals to x 90. We have to put this value in equation number, this equation of variation inside. So x is equal to 90 into y's value is 100 equals to 90 into 100 is equals to 9000. So and then here, right, then cost of 1 quintal of groundnut is 9000 rupees, is 9000 rupees. So in this way we have to solve the examples. Now I will show you how it is the step by step in our textbook solved. First of all, I told you we have to assume the cost of groundnut, that is x, weight of groundnut, that is y, and it is given that x is directly with the y, so x is directly proportional to y. If you want to remove this directly proportional sign, you have to take a k as a constant. So got it here, x is equal to a ky. So it is given that if x is equals to 450, y is equal to 5. From this information, you have to find out the constant of variation, that is 90. So the values of x is equal to 450 and y is equal to 5 you have to put in this equation. You will get the value of constant k. Once you got the constant k, you have to find the equation of variation. That is important. Equation of variation. Equation of variation means if you are solving this step by step, equation of variation also carries the half mark. This example will come in exam for 3 marks. Okay, minimum 3 marks. Then you have to find the equation of variation. Now here they ask you what is the value of 1 quintal of groundnut. 1 quintal is equal to 100. So here y is equal to 100. We have to find x, that is the 9000 rupees is its answer. So all of you today complete this direct variation and inverse variations. Understand this one first. Then direct variation, and it's 2 examples. First and second example, solved examples you have to note down in your notebook, and after that you have to solve practice set number 7.1. It is very easy. Okay, and then tomorrow we will see the next part of our lesson. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you.